Joined now by our Canadiens writer for Sportsnet.ca, Eric Engels. Joined now by our Canadiens writer for Sportsnet.ca, Eric Engels. Eric, Michel Therrien stressed that Devante Smith Pelly was not being scratched as a punishment. However, he has been scratched a number of times this season for spotty play. What's his standing with the coach right now?
Well, it's not very good. You know, you speak to the coaching staff, it's not just about not having any points in his last 9 games. They want to see the details taken care of, Chantal, and the details are in throwing hits, throwing that big body around, getting to the front of the net, and blocking shots. And so far this year, he's got 10 block shots. He's got less than 2 hits per game, and he doesn't get to the net often enough. He knows he needs to make these adjustments. I spoke to Devante Smith yesterday. He knows that he needs to bring more consistency.
Now, speaking of inconsistent, the Canadiens' power play, which was among the NHL's best through November, is 5 for 56 since December 1st. What do they have to do to turn things around?
Well, they brought in Craig Ramsay in the offseason to be a special consultant to the coaching staff, especially on the power play. I spoke with Ramsay last week. He wants to see more puck movement down low. The way they set up the goal against the New Jersey Devils last week, down low, a play from Plekanec to Pacioretty was a perfect example of that. Also, Alex Galchenyuk, who plays the half boards on the power play, Ramsay says he'd like to see him move a little further away from the net so that he can get open space to shoot from, and he's got a hell of a wrist shot, so that's a good advice to take, and I'd be taking it if I were Alex Galchenyuk.
Now, one guy who saw a bit of power play time while Jeff Petrie was out was Kirkland native Marc Bergevin. He's playing solid hockey in the absence of Tom Gilbert. How's he adjusting to life with the Canadiens?
You know, you always hear the players speak in generic terms, but Marc Bergevin told me this week that he's really living the life here. This is such a dream for him, playing for his hometown team. He's so excited about just the opportunity that he's been given here, and he's taking it one game at a time, but he himself, is in his own assessment of his own game, feels that it's going extremely well, and I think there's a good chance that he's going to stay in this lineup if he continues to play this way. And what does that mean for Tom Gilbert, who could be on the mend sometime soon? I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be taking Bergevin out of the lineup if I were Michel Therrien.
That's right. With no set timeline for Gilbert's return, it could mean another opportunity for Bergevin to continue proving his worth. Thanks, Eric.
My pleasure.